manufacturing was the biggest culprit here. We saw manufacturing contracting 2% year on year, and that, I think, chipped away quite a bit from growth. Construction activity was also up only 0.8% for the year. So despite services, slightly above 2.5% for the year, the other two sectors dragged, and that led to the weakness.
Right. Now, specifically, the manufacturing sector saw declines in the output of transport, engineering, electronics, and general manufacturing clusters. Is that a worrying sign?
I think it is a reflection of the worrying state of global affairs. I mean, on one hand, whilst the U.S. continues to recover, that recovery is not benefiting Asian exporters as much, and of course Singapore is also dented. It also reflects that transport engineering, in particular marine and offshore, could be subdued by the fact that global oil prices have tumbled. So looking ahead, it does reflect some of the worries about soft patches in the global demand environment. But equally, it's also a sense that there should be some bottoming as we go further. So the declines in themselves should not be too much of a cause of alarm.
Was it a surprise that the full-year growth of 2.8% was just a tad below the expectations of 3%?
I think it wasn't too much of a surprise in the sense that we saw Q4, or the first 2 months of Q4, October, November numbers for manufacturing coming out rather soft. This also reflected a lot of regional softness. We saw those weakness in China and Korea numbers, so there was a sense that Q4 was going to underperform, and so arithmetically we did see growth coming a shade under 3%.
Now, going into the new year, where we are now, what are the drivers and the headwinds for the Singapore economy as you see it?
I think at face value, it does look like, apart from the some of the petrochemical sectors and the marine and offshore, some of the relief that could come through from softer global oil prices may be welcome. Factors like China's stimulus, if that picks up or gains traction, could also be good news, as should the U.S. recovery and Japan ECB stimulus. But the challenges remain in terms of global recovery lagging quite a bit. So we're going to see the external sector remaining a drag, and so manufacturing should also be showing only mild performance and not something exciting.
Okay. Very quickly, Vishnu, Prime Minister Lee also warned that the economy's weak productivity after registering a negative 0.5% performance for the first 3 quarters. Any solutions here you see?
Well, I think with a very broad brush, fine-tuning some of the productivity enhancement is one solution. The other solution is just good old-fashioned time for the synergies in productive intra-sector productivity to percolate through to the industries and the wider economy.
All right. Thank you very much, Vishnu Varathan, Senior Economist at Mizuho Bank, on the Bottom Line.